Hey, Allison here, aka Kaleidoscopeallie, and I am hunting for spring greens. I thought, why not share this with you? Because this is something I've learned since living in Sweden. One of the first things I did here was go to a little class on what kinds of stuff you can eat that grows wild, and yeah, so over the 9 years I've been here, I've kind of getting a little bit better at that, and it's a lot more seasonal in the supermarkets here, especially in small towns, so you start to really want greens by the time that spring rolls around. And now I have to look up what it's called in English. It's called kirskål in Swedish, and it's starting to grow everywhere, and they're really tasty when they're just little, small, and haven't gotten so big yet. Later there will be like a forest here, so it's kind of a good chance to, they'll just keep growing and growing. They're weeds, basically. So I'm going to pluck some, and we're going to make, as my daughter requested, some spaghetti or some pasta with kirskål sauce, which would be kind of like using spinach, like making a spinach sauce. Okay. Here you can see what they look like. Just picking them. They're kind of everywhere, but especially here around the compost, there's a lot going. Okay, so we've picked what I'm going to have for this, and I thought I would actually give the phone to my daughter and let her film me making it, because it takes absolutely no time at all. In fact, in the time that it takes me to boil the water and cook the pasta, I pretty much can get this sauce made. So it's kind of fun and fast, and yeah, really a good way to get some greens down. All right. What are we seeing? Are we seeing that? Okay, good. All right, so I just have some, actually I'm using coconut fat, or you can use butter. And I'm just going to have some chopped onions that I'm going to saute. And we're going to use some herbs from the garden as well. Lorna, my daughter, was out picking. Some of it was still on the plants from the winter. And what did you pick, Lorna? What have we got here? Rosemary. Thyme.
Yeah.
What more? I think it was...
I don't remember what.
Rosemary, thyme, sage, and some lavender, I think.
Lavender.
Does that seem right?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And then I'll just take a little black pepper and a little white pepper and a little herb salt. My favorite, or yeah, the herb salt I have right now. And I'm not going to get more complicated than that with the spices. It's not really necessary. So I'm just going to fry these up a little bit. Let it stop. Okay, so my onion is sauteed now, and I'm just going to add my greens. I've washed them pretty thoroughly because they were rather dirty. And I've looked it up now, so I know. Do you see it? Do you see it, Lorna? Yeah, okay. It's ground elder. That's what it's called in English, and it can be used basically like you would use spinach. So I'm just gonna put that in and saute it, and I'm using a medium-high heat. Probably need the vent, but I'm afraid we won't hear anything if I turn it on. So I'm just gonna let these wilt down.
Can you put it on a little bit?
Is it bothering you? I think it's okay. We'll live this once. Okay, I'm just gonna let them. Do you see the pan or an plate? Do you see it? Okay.
I do.
Just let it start to wilt, and then I'm gonna make sort of a creamy sauce. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm a little bit of flour so that I will have the base of a roux. All I have right now is rye flour, so it's not the best because it's kind of
Brownie.
yeah, it's a little too, I don't know what the word is in English. It's not very fine. So, but it'll have to do. And this is kind of, this whole meal is kind of, the point is that you can really make do with, it doesn't have to be so fancy. I would also, if I had any, I would have taken some garlic in, because we both like garlic, right, Lorna?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good stuff. But I was out of garlic, so there's no garlic today, but it would also be a really good option for this, along with the onion. I'm thinking in 2 languages at the moment. Okay, now I'm gonna have some milk in. And hopefully it's gonna get kind of thick, thanks to the flour. You can stop it and I'll... Okay, my water is still not even boiling yet, and my sauce is ready to get some cheese. So I'm gonna, this is just Swedish hushållsost, means house cheese, just a basic cheese. The closest thing I can equate it to that we have in the States is like Monterey Jack, but it really doesn't matter. Use whatever kind of cheese you want to have here. I guess you could probably do this as a vegan dish as well and use like bouillon to make the roux and or like oat milk or something like that. And I'm not sure, you know, what you might use instead of the cheese, but yeah. I'm not going vegan with it tonight. Another good vegan option for this ground elder is it makes an awesome pesto. Truly awesome pesto. But yeah. Thanks, Lorna. How does the water look? It's still hot. So see?
Boiling.
And the pasta has to cook for 11 minutes, so this really has taken no time at all. I've just been waiting for the water to boil, and my sauce is almost done, really. So yeah, I'm just going to let the cheese melt in it, and then I'm just going to keep it warm while my pasta is cooking, and that's that. Okay, so I just poured the pasta in. Now that it's done, I'm just going to coat it nicely with the sauce and plate it up. And then it's time to eat. Okay, ready for some ogräs pasta? Some weeds. Are we gonna eat our weeds?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Was it good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have some leaves to decorate with.
Yeah? Is this enough? A bit like that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a little on top. And you need a fork. Voila! Bon appétit!
Thank you.
So what's the verdict?
That was yummy.